We are back here on Carolina Women, and we are having way too much fun today.
Way too much.
Revive Rehab young ladies are here joining us. Jen, it's great to see you. Allie, great to see you as always. And Erin, we talked last time about the cool things we were going to do, and we actually did some demonstrations, and I'm really excited about what we're going to do and talk about today. So without further ado, Jen, I'll let you start. Share with us what we're doing.
Yes, so we got to do some fun demonstration of how we do our assessments. We look at, for pelvic health, not just the pelvic area. It's all about full body. It's all about movement. It's all about how you breathe, because that's what we do in our day-to-day. Function is not just lying down on a table, though we do assess that in some instances.
Right.
But we're not just lying down to live.
Right.
So we take a look at how we do things in general movement patterns.
So Allie, what were some of the first things that you did? We had two sort of models. I did some, and then Ian,
you guys were great
audio
stewards.
video.
Thank
We
you.
were good. There you go.
You had to squat.
Yeah, what were we looking at?
Yeah, so
exactly?
we're looking at, so first things first, we're looking at posture, how you stand in your daily life, because just adjusting your posture, how you breathe, can have a significant impact on your pelvic floor function. So a lot of our patients that are like, I'm just not getting better, I'm doing all the Kegels or whatever they're doing. Well, let's take a look at what else might be going on.
If someone has bad posture, is that something you can correct? And
Absolutely.
How do you help someone? I might know somebody with bad posture. How do you help someone to correct their posture?
A lot of
reminding
education.
them?
Oh yes,
a lot of
awareness.
education. And there's a lot of great exercises.
Okay.
Simple ones you can do throughout the day. When we were taking you through a squat assessment, for example, we're looking at how the hips move, do you have good core stability? Does the spine take over? What happens to your feet?
Because something is going to compensate for
and
whatever you're doing.
If your feet are rolling in, it affects the knee, it affects the hip, it affects
Makes
the pelvic
sense.
floor. If you're lacking strength in other areas of the body, the pelvic floor will kick in over time, and so we're dealing with other issues like tightness and things. So it's just, everything is all connected.
It was really interesting when we were doing it too, because Ian was really flexible in his hips, where, it was just fun to watch areas that we compensate and areas that we feel more comfortable
But
in.
the toe touch, you rocked that.
You have good spinal mobility.
Okay.
Good, yes.
But when you're, I like going back, once we have this initial assessment, then what?
Right.
Great question.
That's where, as physical therapists, we come up with exercise prescription or intervention prescription. So it's not always exercise. Like Allie was saying, sometimes it's education and awareness. So we might position you, or we might have to do some manual releasing, mobilization to get things moving.
Okay.
As you were saying earlier, what if somebody's got bad posture? Well, it might not be that they can't get there. Because they just don't, it might be that their body is stuck there. Tight fascia, tight ribs, tight spine, and so sometimes we need our
Is it
help.
just like a bad
extra help.
habit
Got
that
it.
finally just stays?
Over time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it true that practice makes permanence? So if you give me things to do and I actually practice them, my posture will improve, my flexibility will improve.
Yes, I like
Absolutely.
practice makes progress.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
That's
Okay.
no such thing as perfect.
Okay. Well, no, I said not perfect, permanence, but yes,
But I think
exactly, progress.
If you retrain, so you can improve all of your strength and everything, but if you retrain that mind-body connection, then yes, I truly believe it becomes more natural, and you don't have to think about it as much eventually. So I do like what you said.
For all of us just watching, all of us out here, is there one thing that is sort of generalizable to all of us that we could be doing now?
The one takeaway?
Yeah, the one takeaway of what we could be doing to help our body alignment, our stability, and all that kind of mobility.
Ribs upper pelvis.
I think that'd be a good one. So take notice of how you stand.
Okay.
A couple
Not
of things.
here.
Are you sucking it in all day? Are you squeezing your butt all day for stability? Let your glutes go. Don't suck it in. It interrupts your natural breathing.
We're not toning that area?
You're not toning it. You're actually shutting down your core function.
Really?
Just like you wouldn't walk around clenching your
Is it
jaw
like holding
all
your
day.
breath or something?
Yeah, we don't want that.
Okay.
So normal, good, nice deep breathing activates the core and pelvic floor automatically. So stacking your rib cage over your pelvis when you're standing is one adjustment that we really recommend. Not rounding forward, but just stacking the ribs over, still keeping the shoulders down and slightly back. You don't have to, exaggerate that. But making that one adjustment actually turns on your core automatically. So A lot of people don't realize that.
I mean, how fun is this? What a way to
great.
end. I know. What a way to end this.
And I think it's doable.
Exactly.
Yes.
Once you're aware.
Exactly. I love it. Stay with us. More to come here in Carolina Women.